My name is Chris Minh Doky. I'm a bass player and band leader and composer. This is the brand new Silvan bass, and this is the SLB300PRO. It really is a fantastic instrument, and it's the instrument I play with the most. Not just because it's easy to travel with, it's because it sounds great, especially live on stage. Live on stage, it sounds more like an acoustic bass than an acoustic bass with a pickup. The sound of this new model, the SLB300PRO, has reached a whole new level. I can tell you a little about how that came about. I mean, there's 3 layers of the sound, and the third layer is the brand spanking new, but I'll take you through the whole thing. Now, in terms of the body of the instrument, what you can't see is that inside is a really big hollow chamber, and that hollow chamber is part of giving this instrument the real sound. As all bass players know, an acoustic bass needs a resonance chamber to create the sound we know. Point 2 is the bridge. It's a real maple bridge, and you got also the adjustments here to customize your settings for your strings and everything. And the bridge also got wider and slightly thinner. Besides being real maple, they can age wood so that it feels really old. So it's the same as like a really old instrument. And I think they call it the ARE technology. It all adds to giving this bass the real acoustic sound that it produces at the end. But the coolest thing to me is the third layer, which is this technology called the SRT technology. It can model microphones, and in this case it models 3 different microphones. 2 types of tube microphones and 1 dynamic microphone. That gives you the sound of what an acoustic bass would sound like through these microphones. So you get that extra layer, and you can choose between these 3 types of microphones, and you can also choose the blend. Of course, there's the sound of an instrument, which is paramount. That's number 1. But a close number 2 is, of course, feel. And the feel of this instrument is unbelievable. The neck now is this curly maple neck that's got this oiled finish on there that makes your finger, your thumb, when you hold the neck, it makes it slide really naturally, like it's like an old master luthier instrument. That feels really cool. And then there's also the ebony fingerboard, the real ebony fingerboard, which is also very important for the feel. Now the saddle here, of course it's ebony, of course, because it's just part of that whole master luthier feel and vibe this instrument has. So real ebony saddle right here. What is really important with an upright bass, like an acoustic upright bass or a bass like the SLB300PRO, is the balance of feel of it. And one of the major points of that is the flexible tail wire. And that's the wire that goes from the saddle and also goes around the end peg of the bass. And it gives this bass a real smooth and balanced feel and soft feel. At the top, I'd like to tell you about the tuning pegs, as you see here. What is really cool about the new tuning pegs is that you don't have to turn the pegs forever to tune. It's really precise, which is a really big step up, I think. And furthermore, it's gold-plated, which I think really does great justice to this beautiful instrument. These strings that it comes with are great all around. You can use them for jazz, for rock and roll, for pop, country, but also classical, and you can bow with it and everything. But it's really some really nice all-around strings. I truly believe that today it's the best instrument by far there is of this kind of instrument. It has closed the gap sonically between the acoustic bass and what used to be just an upright electric.